On everybody, welcome back to another dljworks tutorial, and in this video I'm actually going to show you rather than tell you about this whole process of converting clients into residual income, into passive income. Now, I've spent, like I said, several videos in the past, even on this channel and on my other channel, talking and just telling you how to actually do this, but I thought it'd be a good idea to really shoot something really fast to show you how this is done. So this is a client that I'm working on, and shout out to the people over there at Spice Press, because I'm using this theme to because this theme really fit the description and the creative needs of the actual client that I'm working with. This is for Delirium Entertainment. So right now, like I said, we're using a Spice theme, but Spice Press theme, not Spice theme, but Spice Press theme. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down here. Now, one of the things that you can actually do when you're working with a client, instead of just agreeing to some large lump sum payment, if you actually play the long-term game, you can negotiate terms in your contract with that client into an agreement that you can actually get website real estate, and you can actually leverage your client's traffic. Now, the only thing with this is that you have to make sure that it's a client that you're working with that is, for certain is going to, in the future or very near future, actually is going to have a large amount of traffic coming in. And I know for the client that I'm working on right now, that is going to be the case. So at this moment in time, I've actually, instead of just working out getting some whole payment, I worked out to where I'm actually going to use a lot of space on this website and leverage my clients traffic in order to bring traffic back to my website and to get exposure for my own website company, my own website brand, as well as sell affiliate products. So as you can see here in the footer, the way that we negotiated this out is that my brand is actually down here in the footer. Is out of the way of the actual design and core content of what this client actually wants for their online presence. So it does, I have to make sure that when I actually promote my brand, it's not getting into the way of my client's brand. So it's down here at the bottom in a very discreet, well, not so discreet footer here, where I could have need a website and hosting. So I used to work retail, so you want to put two like items together. If you get, you need a website, you also get great hosting, so you can get me and I can put you on to the actual host that I use. And the only trusted host that I use right now at this moment is going to actually be Just Host, and I've been working with them for a long time, dealing with them in customer service. So I know the ins and outs of working with Just Host, and I make sure that I get my clients the best possible deals and service at all times. So that is one piece right here. Okay. Another thing is I actually get to write also, get to be a content creator. That's another part of my services. So here goes an article that I actually wrote for the website. So you actually, if I'm contributing content, I just don't want to contribute just um, website design stuff, when the actual direction, the purpose of this client's website is to provide entertainment pieces, entertainment type media, that sort of thing. So at this time I wrote for March 6, 2018, Black Panther: The Last Black Hope. And as you can see here, if I actually click on this website, okay, as soon as this come up, okay, this is a great article. I advise everybody out there to read it. Definitely check it out. I actually have the audio here, so lots of research went into this article. But the main thing I wanted to show you in terms of having the revenue stream attached to this is going to be in the Google AdSense. Okay, you really can't actually see it because I'm actually on the back end, but in the large spaces provided here, okay, this space right here, you will actually see that I actually have the Google AdSense. Now, when you actually do articles, on somebody else's website, you can actually, if you as the web designer go ahead and highlight that you are the actual owner of this website, or this is this website is part of your account, you can actually get permission to put Google AdSense up on this website, and I will show you that here in just 1 second. Okay, now I am here in the back end of my Google AdSense account, and as you can see here, I have several different websites listed here because as a web designer, I am responsible for those websites. So I go ahead and I add these sites to my Google AdSense account so I can go ahead and, make those ads show up on these websites, and while also doing the back end code, making sure I add the little Google AdSense code that's required to verify that the site belongs to me and that I'm responsible for it. So that's another term, that's another condition you can actually work out with your client if you're trying to do the long-term game, get money over time. You know, a lot of, I guess, actors when they're part doing these movies like Robert Downey Jr. works out deals to where, you know, he earns a revenue or a royalty on the merchandise that comes out for Marvel movies. I could be wrong about that, but there are several actors that do that. So I'm taking that approach and I'm applying it to web design. So you have to think outside the box of being a web designer and just a web designer and developer. And you have to think about being a businessman. You have to think about more than just doing that. If you're trying to play the long-term game, you're trying to come up with smart ways to, you know, capitalize on gaining revenue as much as possible. So this is just something else that's different in doing so with this website. Okay. The last thing besides that, okay, let's go ahead and go back home. All right. Show y'all even more promotion. So if we have a site, the client has agreed to also promote me also here as well. Okay, if anybody needs a website design, somebody comes over here and they say like, oh, I love the colors to the site. This site, it looks great, it's wonderful. Then they can come over here and they can look for my services. Like, who did your website? Oh, you know, Deshaun at dljworks did the website, and that also works out as well. So that is also benefiting me. Right now we're going through a web design with this site. So that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I'm going to try to keep it short, but the main thing is, you know, if you are a web designer, developer, you have your own brand that you operate from, you can negotiate to have, you know, the client redirect some traffic over here to your brand. If the visitors get curious as to like, who did this website, and they could see it all in the brand in here and the opportunities. Another thing is affiliate product sales. So I'm just giving you the basics of setting some fundamentals that I actually use. So we got Just Host here. This is affiliate product. So I do receive a commission if somebody goes and they do want hosting, they want the whole package, they want my web design, development, content creation services, you know, and also like, well, who is he hosting with? I only host through Just Host. And as I also said before, if we go back, you can also write for that website as well if you have something to contribute, and use that content, leverage that content that you create to actually do Google AdSense as well on there. So thank you again for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment anything that you agree with, disagree with about the video. If it was too long, if I was talking too much, I accept all feedback. Thanks again for watching. dljworks.com. I'll see y'all in the next video. God bless also as well. Before you leave, go to the description below, click that show more link to see and use all of the resources that I trust that makes DLJ works and can easily work for you.